A lot of things seem unreal lately. Donald Trump was almost shot, the Olympics have brought more controversy than ever before, and you've surely heard about the new big drama on the internet. The allegations against Ava Kris Tyson, and more recently, and even worse than anyone expected, the truth behind MrBeast. It all started with two videos, one posted on June 14, 2024, and another on July 16, 2024, both making serious allegations against a member of MrBeast's group, Ava Kris Tyson. Prism's video revealed some shocking truths about Ava. According to Prism, Ava allegedly had inappropriate conversations with a 13-year-old boy, Lava on Twitter, Ava being 20 years old at the time. Lava appeared in a MrBeast video and eventually became very good friend with Kris Tyson, with the two of them talking privately on Discord, Snapchat and Twitter. Lava even ended up being Kris' moderator on Twitch, but it got pretty serious in no time, with Kris and Lava conversation being inappropriate to say the least, especially considering the age difference. Prism shows some examples of these conversations.
He says, I really enjoy playing Fortnite. Would you guys want to watch me stream? And Lava GS says, please stream again. And he says, thanks, Dad. You want to moderate it? And he says, I love to. And keep in mind, he was born November 12, 2003. So at this point, Lava would have been 14 years old at that point. Why are you calling a 14-year-old dad? I don't know. I get concerned because this guy that you talk to online, you've been socializing with, you've been playing video games with, he's asking you, Chris, does she know about your hentai addiction? So this guy is asking you these questions and you were talking to him when he was super young. How does he know this? I don't know. But it definitely doesn't look...
And I have to say, I don't even want to imagine what was going on in private if they were talking so openly in public. Also, another public dialogue was centered on the fact that Kris claimed that if he received some more money, he would post his new statement, to which Lava responded in the following way.
Lava says, I'm your first Patreon big boy. And he shows that he donated some money. He donated like $1 or something. So it's not enough to meet the goal. And he says, but not $5. Pathetic. Just kidding. Kissy face. It continues. He says, I posted some fire news for you. Please no share. I'm not quite sure if you sent this guy news or not. For all I know, this very well could be a joke.
As Priest says, it maybe was just a joke, but there was no way it was supposed to happen between two people who are 7 years apart and one is underage. Lava has been very supportive of Kris and denied any allegations against him, but after Kris's private Discord server was leaked, things changed a bit. Lava admitted that the situation was pretty bad and the things said on the server definitely shouldn't be said to 13-year-olds. He also apologized by justifying that it's been a long time and he forgot the things that Kris said. And at the time, they all seemed like edgy jokes, nothing more. However, it has come to light that Lava was not the only one to go through this, with many other 13, 14-year-old boys being victims of Kris. One of them even posted a video where he talked about the whole situation.
Kris Tyson from MrBeast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old. I was actually friends with Lava GS at the time, who is the main victim of Kris that everyone has been talking about these last few days, who claims he isn't a victim, but we all know he is, and we all know he probably got paid off. Not only that, but he's also under an NDA from when he worked for MrBeast Gaming for 2 years. Me and him were both initially involved in running Kris's Discord server, helping him set up his Twitch streams and moderating them, as well as other technical back-end things that he needed help with. This Discord server that we were a part of had about 10 people in it, most of whom were minors. I'm not sure how they got in there. This turned into us having lots of private conversations with Kris and playing video games with him for hours on end. Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up sexual topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21 years old. He would even go as far as linking me several different porn and hentai videos throughout the time of me talking with him. Not only that, but he had an NSFW bot in his Discord server, and he would use this NSFW bot to spam different corn images alongside all these 15-year-olds. He would also frequently call me dad and daddy, as well as the others, which I guess we all kind of just took as a joke at the time. This server later went public and became his official Discord server, but before it did, he had me and Lava spend multiple days scrubbing this Discord server clean of all of the N-words he had sent in it, as well as his friends, as well as deleting the NSFW channels and making sure no one could see that he was spamming corn to minors.
Unfortunately, that was not all, and other charges were brought against Kris Tyson, and this time it was also related to minors. Adrox talks about Kris' association with Shadman, a controversial content artist. Shadman's art mostly boils down to adult content featuring underage characters. Before Shadman made his appearance on the internet, he was a student at the Art University in Switzerland, but he was expelled from the university precisely because his art was considered inappropriate and illegal, being even called a threat to society. However, Kris has never shied away from showing himself to be a huge fan of Shadman, even owning a painting of the artist made especially for him. The painting was on his bedroom wall and can be seen in one of MrBeast's videos. When Kris' server was leaked, it was also revealed that Kris had shared a link to Shadman's site on the server. And let's not forget the age of people who were part of the server. And of course, these weren't the only times when Kris promoted Shadman. He once accidentally entered Shadman's site while he was live on stream. Or when he out of context tweeted this. Or when he directly asked Shadman to do art with an anime character who was only 10 years old. Another past situation that has surfaced now is that on an older channel, Kris posted a link to iCarly's nudes to get revenge.
Recently everybody's been hearing about the Jeanette McCurdy leak of her photo. She is a very popular Nickelodeon star on the show iCarly, and probably be seen as the pulling of the show. It'll probably be taken off the air. Second off, you'll probably see the photos get taken down at some point tonight, maybe tomorrow, because Nickelodeon has that kind of power. But the link's in the description if you want to see them. I mean, I'm not endorsing people to go look at somebody else's private business, but I know that people might want to see them, so it's there if you want it.
It was also a bad move that would cost him later in life. And now, you may also been wondering what Ava's answer was. Well, she apologized, but of course, it's already too late, and much of what was done can never be undone. And the question remains, has anything changed after all? Many personalities have spoken out about this situation, including Sneeko, who wondered why Pokemon and other streamers did not react as quickly as in the case of Dr. Disrespect, accused of something similar.
Pokimane and Kinia, these two Twitch streaming females, where's the consistency? When are you gonna go and disavow Kris and MrBeast? You have way more information. You actually have the receipts, and you haven't said a word yet. Immediately, Dr. Respect, ew, disgusting, worst person ever. Kris from MrBeast silent. And you know why? Because he's a transgender. Because you don't want to disavow the woke community. You don't want to go against your own people. It wasn't about Dr. Respect messaging a 17-year-old. It was about a white straight man that you disagree with.
The answer came from Pokemon and Valkyrie, who gave their opinion. What I find wrong here is that people use the fact that Kris is transgender to defend or accuse him, and many forget the actual accusation. Although, if we're being honest, it's pretty bad what Kris did, leaving his wife and his own child, and no one should deserve that. In any case, Facebanks, Jake Franklin, Tristan Tate, Kim Star, Kai Cenat.
Weird, bro. That's weirdo. Weirdo. Yes, weirdo. How do you know the age of someone, knowing that you're a grown-ass man, and still move forward, bro? I don't understand it. I don't, bro. I don't, gang.
And a few others also gave their take on the situation. And, of course, MrBeast's response and the decision to fire Kris soon followed. This despite the fact that on Kris's Twitter page, she said that she decided on her own to leave the group, being a small contradiction between the two statements. In my opinion, even if it was Kris who chose to retire or MrBeast kicked her out, it was a good decision. For now, It's best that Kris stays off the internet, having some time to think about what she has done. And it would be good for us to learn a lesson that our days have taught us many times. Be careful on the internet. There, you never know who you're dealing with.